Michael Ilsami recently asked 90-Day Fiancé fans for financial help in the midst of his dramatic legal battle with Angela Deem. Angela and Michael debuted on 90-Day Fiancé before the 90 Day Season 2. Despite their 20-year age gap and the fact that they lived almost 6,000 miles apart, the couple stayed together for several years. However, the distance and their age difference ended up being the least of this couple's worries. Angela never really trusted Michael for the duration of their relationship. She thought he was scamming her, even after they were together for so long. In addition, Angela would get explosively mad at Michael so often that many viewers were concerned for his safety. In fact, some franchise viewers even created a petition to have Angela removed from TLC for abuse. The couple got married in Michael's home country of Nigeria. After the wedding, they then waited 4 whole years for Michael's visa to be approved so that he could join Angela in Georgia. However, after Michael's visa was approved, they only lived together in Georgia for 2 months before Michael went missing. Allegedly, Michael told the police he was scared for his safety while living with Angela. Therefore, he escaped Georgia to live with friends in Texas. However, Angela took this as proof he had been scamming her the whole time. Because of this, she filed for an annulment from Michael and claimed that he was committing marriage fraud. Due to the heavy legal fees, Michael created a fundraiser via the website GoFundMe to ask his fans for money. Here's all the information so far. Michael has raised over $40,000 with GoFundMe, a successful fundraiser. Michael's fundraiser ended up raising almost double the amount of money that he was initially asking for. The Nigerian man created a GoFundMe account and asked his fans for $25,000 for legal fees to fight the annulment. Only 2 days after Michael posted the fundraiser, it had already raised $43,429. Although many fans donated to the fundraiser, other fans criticized him for asking for money. After waiting for a visa for 4 years, it's understandable that Michael wouldn't want to give up on living in the States after only 2 months. However, because Michael doesn't have a green card yet, he can't legally make money. If he didn't make a GoFundMe, it's unclear how he would be able to fight the annulment. It's a tricky situation, and it only gets more complicated. Although many fans donated, other fans criticized him for asking for money. After waiting for a visa for 4 years, it's easy to understand why Michael wouldn't want to give up on living in the States after only 2 months. However, because he does not have a green card yet, he can't legally make money. It's a tricky situation, and it only gets trickier. 9. If Angela annuls the marriage, Michael could get deported. A major concern for Michael. Since Angela asked for an annulment and not a divorce, Michael allegedly risks deportation if the annulment goes through. When Angela asked for the annulment, the Georgia woman accused Michael of fraud as well. This is because she is still convinced he was scamming her and that he was never interested in marrying her in the first place. Instead, Angela thinks Michael just wanted to go to the United States, so he was using her. This would upset anyone, of course. However, there is no evidence that Michael was indeed scamming Angela. Despite this, an annulment and fraud charges would probably affect his immigration status. 4 years is a long time to wait to enter the U.S. only to get deported shortly after, so it makes sense that Michael is trying to prevent this. 8. Someone helped Michael to launch his fundraiser. The mystery behind Michael's GoFundMe launch. According to Michael's GoFundMe page, the fundraiser was actually organized by someone else on Michael's behalf. As the donation page explains, Mary Kay from the YouTube channel Kiki and Kibitz generously helped Michael organize the fundraiser. Apparently, she did so at Michael's request. The fundraiser page also states that all funds are going directly to Michael to help him with legal fees. Some social media commenters were concerned about the validity of the GoFundMe. However, Michael shared the fundraiser on his social media pages as well. Because he shared it, it doesn't look like there's anything shady going on. It makes sense that he needed help, as he recently moved to the United States. What's more, Angela didn't let Michael use social media while they were together. Therefore, he has limited experience in terms of living in the U.S. and using social media. 7. Michael recently hired a lawyer, a step towards resolution. Presumably with the help of the funds he raised, Michael recently hired a lawyer to fight the annulment. According to Starcasm, Michael and his lawyer asked for a divorce instead. A divorce lessens the chances of Michael getting deported. There are no other reasons to deport Michael other than him not being married to an American anymore. Michael also alleged that Angela had been mistreating him. He claimed she mistreated him physically and mentally. In addition, Michael alleged that Angela abused him both privately and publicly. He also confirmed that he was not scamming Angela, and that their marriage was legitimate. According to Starcasm, Michael maintained that he ran away because he was allegedly being abused. Despite what Angela thinks, Michael said his decision was simply motivated by his fear for his own safety. 6. Did Michael recently buy a car? Fact or fiction? Recently, Michael reposted an Instagram story added by someone who works at a tire shop. In the post, the employee was showing gratitude that Michael spent time at the store. Presumably, the employee recognized Michael from TV. The post seems harmless enough, but Michael's visit to the tire store raised questions among his followers. Because his fundraiser made more money than expected, some might worry that Michael used the extra funds to buy a car. However, the last time viewers heard anything about a car owned by Michael, it was because Angela was trashing it. If he bought a car, it would make sense, since he is suddenly navigating life in a new country. According to an update from Djibouti, Michael allegedly did not buy a car and was simply posing near one for a photo. 5. There were rumors Michael was dating Jasmine Pineda. A possible new romance? Michael and his fellow 90-day fiancé, happily ever after. Season 8 castmate Jasmine Pineda took a selfie together when they filmed the tell-all episodes. The photo ended up sparking relationship rumors between Michael and Jasmine. Angela thought they looked too cozy in the photo and lashed out at Jasmine. In an interview with Access Hollywood, Jasmine said that she and Michael are friends and nothing more. The Panamanian beauty also said that she was scared to talk to Michael at all because of what the very reactive Angela might do. Jasmine also added that Angela was always monitoring whatever Michael was doing in the house that they were all sharing for the tell-all. Jasmine added that Angela was always around, and then quipped that she risked her life to take the picture with Michael. 4. What is Michael's relationship status? Michael's love life. Is he single or taken? Since Michael arrived in the US, there have been photos surfacing of him hanging out with various women. It's easy to assume that he's dating someone, although these are baseless hypotheses. In addition, Michael tagged a woman named Megan in another Instagram story. Because of the tag, people assume that Megan is Michael's girlfriend. According to Djibouti, Megan claimed that she is not in a relationship with Michael and has never been. In fact, Megan allegedly maintained that she had never even spoken to Michael and doesn't know him at all. Therefore, Djibouti speculated that Michael simply tagged Megan because he probably thought she a baddie. Apparently, Angela also DM'd poor Megan thinking she was Michael's girlfriend as well. Despite all this, Michael claimed on TikTok that he is single at the moment. 3. Angela hired a private investigator. He dug up some dirt, exposing Michael's secrets. When Michael had been in the US for only a couple of weeks, Angela alleged that he started acting shady with his phone. She felt like there was something on the phone he didn't want her to see. To Angela, this was more evidence Michael was scamming her. Therefore, Angela's daughter Skyla Dean suggested that Angela hire a private investigator. The idea was to find out if Michael was involved with anyone else or was only in it for the green card. Angela hired a private investigator, but he did not find any evidence that Michael was scamming her. However, he did find out that Michael had 3 Instagram accounts. Angela had social media while she was married to Michael, but she didn't want Michael to have social media. That explains why Michael was acting shady with his phone. 2. Angela's still slamming Michael on Instagram. What is Angela saying about Michael? Angela has been constantly ranting about Michael and his fundraiser on her Instagram account. Some of her fans have expressed concern at her behavior, as it seems a little erratic. In her posts, Angela maintains that Michael is a scammer. In addition, she has now taken to calling his supporters con artists as well, labeling them Team Scammer. The Georgia woman is posting multiple times a day about her ex-husband, as well as talking trash about his fundraiser. Although several people in her social media comments appear to be pretty worried about her well-being, Angela has some supporters as well. Her many posts and lives are full of comments encouraging her to stay strong and hang in there. This whole situation is very unusual and stressful, and everybody will be glad when it is finally over. Several people in her comments appear to be pretty worried about her well-being. One Michael has a new community in the U.S., a new life in the U.S. Michael is allegedly still living in Texas. In addition, he appears to have found a community of friends that he considers family. He's staying with friends as well, presumably in the same place he went when he ran away from Georgia. This situation must be hard to do by oneself in a new country, so it's lucky that Michael has found a supportive community. However, Angela seems upset that Michael's met people. Michael's newfound community is the topic of many of her angry social media posts. Many of Michael's fellow castmates for 90 Day Fiancé have publicly shown support for him and his situation as well. It's great that Michael appears to have a support system in this trying time. This situation is developing more by the day, so it will be interesting to see what happens next.